Good afternoon, everyone. Let's go ahead first and take a deep breath. We're going to take 3 deep breaths, and you might want to hold it a little bit, whatever you're comfortable with, and then let it out slowly. We want to get the oxygen into the tip of your toes, the tip of your fingers, your crown, and your tip of your ears. So let's go ahead and take that first deep breath. Another deep breath. And one last third deep breath. Sending lots of love and blessings out to everyone. And first I'm going to show you the reads from yesterday, from the pictures. Get my thingy out here. Oh, there it is. Okay. So first the pictures. So we have the union read, which is the 4D, 5D, 6D, 4D, 5D, 6D. The left is the feminine, divine masculine on the right. The bridge between them in the center, the incoming divine feminine, the outgoing divine masculine, the underlying energies, and the closing energies up here. This is the Syrian Starseed deck. Okay. And you notice here is, for me, this is the co-creation card, the 3 of Pentacles with the 3 of Cups in the middle and the truth at the top in the center, the bridge between them. The read for the twin flames, the general read, these are both general reads for both the divine masculine, divine feminine, twin flames. This is also the Syrian Starseed deck, the basic read for the one you see in front of you, which is a 7-deck read. Right, so it's a lot of energy. It's a general reading, so don't force it to fit. If you want something more specific, you can check out my website and below. My website's twinflames3344.com. I have a CD out there also called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames by Evelyn Stainthorpe if you want to check it out. And I also wanted to show you, I was trying to take a picture of the sun from my other device, and I just thought the interference was really actually cool. And then actually here's just the picture of our sun today. I just wanted you to see how beautiful it is. So yesterday it was very orange and yellow, and you see how it's expanding more out into the rainbow again. So it like pulses between the two, depending on the day. Okay, and we're going to roll the die. Besides the union read and the twin flame read, I had done 2 reads regarding the sea bug poke, and I'm going to tell you the 2 reads about that I pulled yesterday morning, and then we're going to get right into the union read and the twin flame read. So here we go. First we're going to roll the die. Okay, we have, this is the Saturn. Is it this way? I always forget which way it is. So that is Saturn. And then we have Gemini, which is also the twin energy of the duality as well. And then we have the 10 of the Wheel of Fortune, a turn for the better. 10 is also the month of October, and that would be Libra and Scorpio as well. The Gemini energy is Mercury, and then the Saturnian energy of Capricorn. So Capricorn, Gemini, and then Libra, Scorpio, cusp energy coming up there with the 10, which is also that term for better, for the better. So responsibility regarding that Gemini energy of the twins, or communications with Mercury, and using that high vibration, for a turn for the better. So here's the first read I did, asking that question about the sea bug poke. The first one was from the Lenormand, and the second one was from the Gilded Tarot. All right, there were 2 reads I did. So the first one is the Lenormand, and the underlying energy was the mountain or the challenge, and the first card out was the child. And again, we had talked about mountain water. Again, they keep bringing up the mountain water for the clean water for the children, to make sure you're drinking clean water and they're giving clean water to your children, not only regarding water, but other things that you drink. And then we have, starting out here, in Cancer season, the journey of Cancer season and not fully illuminated. And I keep getting 7/17 as it being an important date for information coming out, mid-cycle of the moon, the Y in the road, which is also the Fool's journey, and the burned bridges and the steps to take. Perhaps no good options, with good luck at home, amongst the bushes and nature, and stay in your own lane. What did I write there? Stay in your lane. Oh, stay in your own lane. And then, of course, the 6 feet was coming up. And crack codes expanding out and back to 0 point. The burden or atlas with the weight of the world relies on our water and filtering supply and what we drink. The well water from below the ground and public works, the gardens and fountains and waterfalls, a gamble. To look closer under the microscope at the bacteria and viruses and toxins, having conversations with many about what birds eat, especially when pregnant, to sail right over the obstacles. Talk about flying ships, long distance travel, and the ideas not yet grounded, with a loving man and the powerful lady delivering and looking up the dawning of a new day, of natural nests or places to live, and sun for nourishment. The key to release the bird is communication, mail, letter, a delivery, perhaps that could be delivering a child as well, or delivering a key or dropping it off, changing codes or lock or combo, or cutting out what no longer serves, like wheat from the chaff, the harvest, the shock to the system, a letter that's hard to take, or what needs to be cut out for proper direction, to be on the right path, to weigh the risks and take a closer look before ingesting anything. Direction, commitment to one's own vision, the guiding star to health and growth. False flattery breaks hearts, as the fox is leaving the family for partnership to crack codes, to learn about abundance and flow with loving lady. For fox only crossed the rainbow bridge this time, for love closing the book on a woman who wants to control. Delivery of abundant supply, where fish and animals are healthy, and loving lady with rosy cheeks, right? A lot of color in her cheeks. So again, it's saying everything around you tells you things. There's messages in nature when you just sit outside. There's messages in the people around you. What do they look like? How are they acting? And these are giving you clues to what you need to know. Are the fish or animals dying in certain water? Don't drink from that water. It's obvious. But again, we don't always pay attention to these things because we assume the powers that be are taking care of our best interest, whether it's the water supply or other things. So the jackal then comes up with the archaeologist in death and embalmment and the breakthrough. And then Elena Danan came up again with that because she's an archaeologist. And I was just talking about her earlier. The polar bear and the North Pole is a gamble. The South covering up breakthroughs by the powers that be, and that references Antarctica as well. Pushing their timelines using quote-unquote wise counsel with evidentiary-based hope. Loyalty to the family gets a whipping, theft, poison apples with a reprieve before the snake chimes in, with a move with more tainted apples connected to the establishment with good news, a gift that's not what it seems, the angry power men ungrounded and uprooted, an exposure of the sun and Leo. So in the season of Leo, a lot of things coming out. Unable to anchor in their advice in Leo, where gullibility is exposed. Okay. So the second read again was the Gilded Tarot, and this is that read. And this was at 10:51 to 52 yesterday morning. The 51 and 52 are the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. And the 10 in a turn for the better, which is also that high vibration of the trill of the 1010, which is also computer code, for those of you who aren't aware of that. So new information, clarification in a losing battle and ending conflict to offer a new life, time, money, and efforts to use the High Priestess's secrets and their sacred abilities, whether that's a masculine or feminine. The Divine Feminine, Pisces with open heart, and in the recent past, the Four of Cups, and notice that fours are all about survival. So the Four of Cups, tempted to drink the big cup, one of 3 or 4 options of mystery with a lot of money behind it. The foundation is strength, being in the lead and taming the beast with the you-know-what and braces and or its poke. The central energy is the 4 of Pentacles, again 4 of survival, not the 8 of the manifesting dreams, but the 4 of just survival, only focusing on the lower chakra energies of the ego world. The central energy is the 4 of Pentacles, holding on to money, keeping their cards close to their chest, the challenge being the Tower reversed, avoiding disaster or the aftermath of sudden events, epiphanies, etc. In the crowning position here is the Knight of Pentacles, the stable, loyal servants, the humble, loyal servants looking forward but going back to clean up or to get more information, or someone calling them back, recalls. There we go. Soon here, soon is the 8 of Wands energetic exchange, a lot of back and forth in communication and pokes. It is a prison, fear and anxiety producing. Around it is the 3 of Pentacles, many big farm businesses making money. The block here being the star, it being the star, the great white hope, the dreams come true, the healing of the water. The blessing in disguise is actually natural healing. However, the 9 of Cups is reversed here, and if it doesn't get its way, loyal servants will be dissatisfied with the injustice of the Emperor upright, and the USA was coming up here in red, white, and blue. Pisces upright, Scorpio reversed, Leo upright, and Aquarius upright, Libra reversed, and Aries upright here in the read as the main players. Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Libra, Aries in the read. So divided or split lies in order to get love, right? Wanting, like kissing up to someone to get their love, not being your true self. The Page of Cups reversed and vulnerable children, with the 10 of Pentacles reversed, dysfunctional family, business, or community, or loss in uncomfortable energies when not walking away from something, feeling under pressure to perform at work. Atlas being watched closely during Cancer season and at night, and that's the weight of the world, what's going on around the world. Rushing to make a buck without clear information and hurry up. The moon and the chariot, all this Cancer energy of Cancer season, which also references the disease. Cancer season and USA, side by side, questioning what's taking so long. To the King of Cups reversed, the water sign man, with 2 paths to take, with the King of Swords reversed versus the King of Cups reversed, a water sign man and an air sign man. The lesser of 2 evils again here coming up. And that can represent also a pushy Sagittarius. And again, you notice the rollout for everything was December both times. December for both, which is that Saggy energy. And you notice I always reference Saggy as God. So there's a timing thing where they know the energy is right in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is all about good luck and good fortune, right? So there could be a pushy Sagittarius here, which also can be a water sign, right? The bridge between Scorpio and Sagittarius here. So to unroll J and M and then review with the whole world open season to the Empress or the Queen, quote unquote, with the Knight of Wands upright not sharing with the Queen of Wands, or imbalanced relationship, scam, or exposing all sunshine and rosy. But then there's Death too, or the Queen of Pentacles reversed, who spoke too soon, recovering and needing to swallow their pride and drop the act, and socialize. And then coming back together after social distancing. And then a downturn again of the King of Wands, man of passion, focusing on the heart, rest, break, death, and lack of trust, overworking or not working out, and then finding an escape, a cure where the worst is over, and going crazy over isolating, coming out sovereign from manipulators and thieves, ghosted and not taking responsibility, the Page of Wands reversed, frustrated, sick, uninspired, or all over the place, or no peace, suffering in silence, trying to end the nightmare, reaping rewards of patience and patience, with the King of Pentacles reversed and the Knight of Swords reversed, the greed, the liars, the verbal abusers, the physical abuse, unable to find the humor or understand or conceive of such a thing, of coming together on the same page, like thinking it's impossible to get everyone on the same page at 11:30, which is 11 of Justice and the 30 of the Four of Wands, the home, the union. Lacking faith and foolish behavior, falling on face or from grace or making a fool of oneself. The wounded warrior on their last leg and the Page of Swords reversed in negative self-talk, lying, spying, and rumors of all pie in the sky, that all options are good ones, with the Queen of Swords upright and the Knight of Cups upright, friendly with her, over the loss and regret, without defense, which also can reference the Department of Defense, under attack by them. The Queen of Cups upright, standing her ground sweetly, refusing any of them. Again, the Divine Feminine, clearing the field at home and under the radar, studying an opportunity with crystal children, or detoxing, healing, and forgiving their families, but choosing to divorce or keep their distance from them. So that's what came up, okay? And listen to yourself for your own resonance to what resonates with you. So then we have the union read for today, which was done at 3:14, which is Pi, 3 of the Empress, 14 of the Temperance card, the higher love, the union of the 4D, 5D, 6D, and this is for 7/7 today, 2021, with the underlying energy being alchemy. The central energy was the 3 of Cups, and the final energy was the 3 of Swords. So again, blending and transmuting, the alchemical process of a higher love, coming together in joy to heal and forgive, patience and balance in reunion, and spaceships hovering or searchlights in the storm. Separation, lightning strike, dance of the key, Ben Franklin's fight with smallpox and the inoculation back then, 1721, 300 years ago, receiving a small dose of the virus as opposed to the modern with nano parts. The incoming Divine Feminine here is the Wounded Warrior, the Tower, and the Queen of Swords. The flame in hand, leaving the 8 wands behind. I just lost my voice a little bit there. Flame in hand, leaving the 8 wands behind. So that's the energy of the Atlas card of the 10 of wands, leaving the 9 of wands Wounded Warrior behind, right? No longer being in the victim mentality. But impatient. So they're impatient to leave the victim mentality behind, which then drops your vibration and causes you to go back into the Wounded Warrior again. So it's like a catch-22. Catch-22 is the Fool's journey. The Wounded Warrior suddenly, with 4 fires to put out, or with an epiphany about, remembrance of wartime and explosions, ticking time bombs and ammunition, walls built, leaning towers, and the Queen of Swords with her hand firmly on the truth. Don't force me to use it. Walking away in a bold move to be unconditional love and play ball with the whole truth. The Dolphin and the Queen of Swords both just wanting to use it, or traveling to the King of Cups in order to tell their truth, or tell the truth. And then at 3:33, the 369, the Trinity, which is Tri-Ni-Tai, try a show of power and faith and gratitude. Try a show of power and gratitude. So the 369 of the 333, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the 3D, 4D, 5D. And this was at the time of the 4D. We have 5 of Wands, 3 Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups. So it's telling you, we're in the 4th dimension now, right? So the Divine Feminine, with heat and sine waves and fans of blind justice and breakthroughs, The Divine Masculine walking away from the Eight of Cups to reflect and go within as a wise old man. Bridging at Trinity, Tri-Ni-Tai, T-Y, the workplace or the gingerbread house with crystals. The 5D is the Emperor, the Three of Cups, and the King of Pentacles, with the Divine Feminine with the Emperor, or she in control, or feeding the 4D fire, heat wave, getting their wish of self-satisfaction. The Divine Masculine King of Pentacles in Crystal Skull, with his crown opening to the Akashics. Atlas leaving the wounded warrior behind to reach the light, bridging through the reunion of the higher self, where three's a crowd. Knee-deep in plasma ethers at night under the northern lights, and old stone henge, or hinge perhaps. The 6D here is the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Truth, and the Knight of Swords, the Messenger of Truth. The Divine Masculine's heart on the Divine Feminine's side in the Crystal Batcave, giving the Emperor or Persona a rest, letting the 4Ds fight for a bit. The Divine Masculine with the Messenger of Truth, or the Knight in Shining Armor, on his side, and messages of rocks and trees, an indigo proposal, bridging in the whole truth in plasma and plum, and plasma always references please ma, in plasma and plum, or the blood of Plum Island. The Lemurian here, ready to play ball. The Lyrans were coming up today too, so I'm getting Lemurians, but I was just getting Lyrans too. The Lemurians or Lyrans ready to play ball with the jump off, the tip off, the nudging the Divine Masculine's heart in order to get started. It's kind of like, I was just getting ticking time bomb, but also like a defibrillator. The Divine Feminine, conflict or the pursuit of happiness with the Emperor and the Divine Masculine's heart. The Divine Masculine walking away from the King of Pentacles and Skull Island, which is a King Kong Island, to pass a message in a bubble. The bridge being the coming together at work and socially to tell the truth at 348, which is the Empress, or the Mother Energy, the Earth, Gaia, and walking away and within. So there was 2 8s here of the Divine Feminine with flame in hand, leaving 8 wands behind impatiently, and then the Masculine walking away from 8 cups to reflect and go within as a wise old man. Again, both bridging that Trinity or tri show of power and gratitude, just in different perspectives. His from the workplace, and her coming from the victim mentality. And that switches all the time. It's not one or the other. So the outgoing Divine Masculine here is the 348, walking away within, of the Chariot, the Queen of Wands, and the 5 of Cups. The Divine Masculine in a bold move to the Queen of Wands, getting over grief of separation with guidance on a gift that it should be handmade, with crystal perhaps, line steps, or send off in a special message in a bottle she'll get. And someone may get lost at sea, which also can reference your emotions. And C is also that C with your eyes, C with your heart or your emotions, and then the letter C of the Christ or unity consciousness. The Divine Feminine is the Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Aries energy, perhaps Cancer and Libra too, along with the Queen of Swords and the Wounded Warrior, which I brought up. And then the Divine Masculine has Cancer on his side, and that could be this time period, a Cancer person, or the disease, someone may be dealing with someone with Cancer, and perhaps Gemini, Virgo, and Taurus too on his side. He is the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands, and what's coming up on the bridge between them is no majors or no court cards, but just gatherings of truth. The number that comes up from this union read is 41 again, which came up yesterday, the Ace of Cups, self-love, spiritual love, new love. And the horizontal pillars came up as 8, 3, and 30, which is the dance or strength, the Empress, and the 4 of Wands, which is the union. And then the vertical pillars came up as 9, 9, 7, 8, 8. And there was a stretch between both 9s and both 8s, right? The long, I was just getting the long stretch. But that's also giving space between, right? But the 7 is in the middle of the 9 and the 8, 8. So 9, 9 with a big space between them, and 8, 8 with a big space between them. And between the 9 and 8 is the 7, which is actually closer to both of them. So that's the Hermit, the Chariot, and then 2 strength cards, which is also the two twins dancing side by side. The message coming up as strength of the Empress or Mother at home loving themselves. And then the 2 hermits ascending the crazy 8s into new love. Or the Chariot with lots of compassion and dancing, the collective do-si-do of love. And then there was another extra message of divine justice with 2 suns and getting their wish. And again, the suns is our sun and the central sun. Also the mother-son dance coming up here. So there definitely could be weddings coming up here. The dance of the sun with 2 the dance of the sun with 2 fates roll out as mother dances too and joins in a mother dance with the sun. Okay, so 9 of the 2 wise ones of thoughts and words, blind men and orphans, and 9 is the collective consciousness. 2 is the divine feminine energy, the mediator, the one-on-one, and they're both very feminine oriented energies. So 9, or the collective consciousness of the 2, which is the divine feminine, so the divine feminine collective, the wise ones of thoughts and words, also of blind men and orphans, which is the masculine. The cha-cha in a sage off, as opposed to a dance off, a sage off, or a clearing of expansion and contraction, reflecting grief of separation. So then we have the twin flame read. The Syrian Starseed deck was cut and dealt at 414. So again, we have a 14. The first one was 314. This one's 414. 4 is the Emperor. 14 is the Temperance card of a higher love, the angelic energies and realms, the patience and balance. And it's 2:02 on the clock. Again, 2 is coming up. It's 26:54 here. 26 is the Page of Wands, and the 54 is the Page of Swords. Page of Wands is that inspired, passionate energy, and then the Page of Swords is a very communicative energy of messages. So this is 477 again today, and at 415 the sticky one came up, so perhaps a sticky situation, or literally sticky, maybe someone's sticky. At 415, which is the Emperor and the Devil, and then at 423, which is the King of Wands, tails came up. So that could be heads or tails, and someone's choosing tails, or they're speaking tales, telling stories. Okay, and I'm telling stories now. So, all right, so we have, oh, by the way, Emis, like the E for the divine feminine, right, in the E tower, well, like Christ Mass, Christmas is E Mass. That's coming up as the feminine Christmas. And that actually in Sanskrit means a particular weight in gold or gold. So worth their weight in gold, the divine feminine Christmas. And maybe that's Christmas in July, right? And here we are in July in Cancer. And it also means to be. Doris Day is coming up. Whatever will be, will be. She feels like a very Cancerian energy. All right, so we finished clarifying here at 434, which is the 4 of the Emperor and the 34 of the 8 of Wands, that energetic exchange, the arrows of love, lots of communication and travel back and forth, or just the energy exchange between the masculine and the feminine. We have the major arcana here of the Great Wheel, reflection, which is the Hermit, Starseed, which is the Fool, and before the read, the Higher Self came up. After the read, Luna or the Moon, and Indigo or the Magician came up. 3 wands, 2 cups, 2 pentacles, and 1 sword came up in the read. And 3, 2, 2, 1 is like a hesitancy to jump, right? Because the 3, 2, 1 is the jump, but it's 3, 2, 2, 1. So there's a hesitancy in the middle there. We have the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the King of Cups, and before the read, the Knight of Cups, all right? So we have 2 fathers and sons or daughters here, because the knights can be either, but we have King of Wands and King of Cups, along with Knight of Wands and Knight of Cups. But the Knight of Cups is there before the read. They're not present. And then after the read, the King of Cups comes up. So he enters. So it's all kings and children, but very masculine energy there. So then we have double digits in this read. Double ones, which is the Justice. We have double sevens of the Sovereign, double nines of the Compassion, and double tens of that very high vibration of 1010 trill of Destiny. And the number 4 was very significant here. And the number 6, the 4 of Emperor, the 6 of the lovers, and the 46 of the children hugging each other. The 14 of the Temperance card of a higher love, and the 69 of the Ace of Pentacles, which is about that offer of a new life of perfect contentment. And of course, as always, the 9-10, high vibration, and begin again and again and again. As you expand, always come back to center. And then 79 of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and the 17 of the star. No, there were no negative vibrations in that at this read, but amongst those numbers there. The code line was all about love. And here are the messages that came up from that. So womanhood without us, supporting alternating currents of the high vibration, and seizing without rights. The Atlas, which is the weight of the world, for starseed, it's like making a trade. I'll give up my burdens for this new start. And this is always, one of the journey of love numbers. It always talks about, God saying, give your burdens to me as a gift. And I'm getting that energy too here as well. But it's like someone trading Atlas for starseed sweet love. A show of power after death and a flash of light as master of Christ, high vibration, where it's hard, and hardening your skin came up in the message earlier today, but it's hard to say time out and leave. Atlas, or the weight of the world upon your shoulders, for a leap of faith in sweet love. A nice vessel of E, the divine feminine, the master dwarf elder, water, action, or law, to seize Atlas, or the weight of the world. And that can be seizing up too, like, getting scared at the last minute. Or the weight of the world for starseed, star, mother, wife, and to be love. But again, they're worth their weight in gold, as the E mass coming up. So again, Christ's ease, joy, and effortless power in the access, right? So Christ's access would be with Mary Magdalene, right? Or the Christos Sophia. The Christ ease, joy, the effortless power, the access that supports the dwarf elder, or the 7 dwarves on 7/7 with Snow White. Destined to get the weight of the world. So it's saying, Christ ease, joy, effortless power, access, mastery, Cancer, which is our time period right now, and firework, supporting the dwarf elder, or that can be represented as God too, destined to get the weight of the world, because that's the burden and hard work of the emperor, or the 4 for the fool, or the star seed, or the emperor fool, to fracture or break apart suddenly for love. So it's literally saying the nice mother queen of the hive is worth their weight in gold. The path of the flame, the saint, the firework, destined to get the weight of the world if they want the one who's worth their weight in gold. But again, there's a sudden break here for starseed's sweet love. And it's all about love today. And the higher love. The King of Wands here, reversed, starts out this read as the underlying energy. And then 5 down, starting from below, is the 9 of Swords, Knight of Cups, reversed, both of them. And then the Knight of Cups upright, the 7 of Pentacles upright, and the higher self reversed. So here is the twin flame read. The suffering in silence, perhaps dealing with a sister. Dissatisfied, not getting their wish. The Knight of Cups upright, offering love or being love to the divine feminine's heart to reap rewards of secret passion. The King of Wands reversed, under the radar and emotionally fulfilled or happy. And then we have the Hierophant, Taurus, religious leader and or establishment, finding peace away from patients or those left behind or homeless, as to not say something wrong or to have to get yelled at by a dissatisfied customer. Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands upright. Are they upright or reversed? They were upright. I said Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands upright, an unstable home, with the Emperor reversed and the King of Cups reversed, which they always come up as the two father figures here, like the father and the father-in-law. So it could be, but it doesn't have to be. So again, the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands, who could be the partners of the Emperor reversed and the King of Cups reversed. So that would make the King of Wands the Emperor reversed, and the King of Wands is reversed in this read. But again, they can play multiple roles when you're doing a read, okay? So the Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands, unstable home with the Emperor reversed and the King of Cups reversed. Detoxing the Knight of Swords reversed, verbal abuse or lies, ghosting or walking away, free to leap away from the Knight of Swords reversed, like the fire into the frying pan, with insecure manipulator, and in need of tools, being clingy perhaps and judgmental, or after a death announcement, or near-death wake-up call. The fool in need of tools and compassion to make a final judgment, or a call, or wake-up of the dead, resurrection of the dead, or fool ghosted after service and announcement, or a service announcement perhaps. Now you see me, now you don't. The horseman without a head. It's hard to play music or make an announcement when you've lost your head at 5:35, which is the Hierophant and the Wounded Warrior. Got away just in time, looking behind while running for shelter. And now I'm just getting helter-skelter. As thunder rolls in, the weight of the world in fanning passions, about to keel over for lover's opportunity or invitation, divinely created by the sun and Gabriel, with 39 lashes and 1 piece of gold, the lovers being fanned along with Gabriel and Christ, growing up and away, or ghosting at a wedding, or sneaking around, since it involves marriage and it is now safe to love. The avoidance or avoid dance with the Queen of Swords upright and the man in the mirror, silenced by the Two of Cups reversed, in disconnect or at a distance and refusing to give up any information, muzzled or gag order in breakup of lovers, not taking any advances, no chocolates or dessert, only thrill of defeat, the feet, as Prince Charming makes his move, but she won't speak unless she gets a glass slipper, a proper proposal, or restitution for being treated like a dog, a puppy, safely assuming they'd follow you anywhere, even if you kicked them when they were down. Self-discipline is 41 of the Ace of Cups, and beneath that individuality of the 11, which is justice. Falling out or bad childhood, the Page of Pentacles reversed, in need of help, opportunity, or money, unable to find a way out, with the Knight of Pentacles reversed, who's unable to function. So these could be 2 siblings as well. The clarity of new information about the Queen of Wands reversed here, coughing up details while moving, traveling, or ascending, and impatient. Sagittarius inside Cancer, running the show. It's like the masculine within the feminine running the show. The genie in the bottle. And this is like someone impatiently waiting outside your house when they're waiting to pick you up and you haven't come out of the house, but getting very impatient. And it's the genie in the bottle there in the chariot saying to them, do you want your 3 wishes or not? Are you coming or not? You want your 3 wishes or not? At 5:59, which is the Hierophant, and the 5:59, which is the 5 of Swords, it's also the 11th hour, cross your fingers and hope to death instead of die. I went to write die, but they wanted me to write death. Cross your fingers and hope to death, right? So instead of saying cross your fingers and hope to die, cross your fingers and send lots of hope, right? Hope to death. At 5:59 still is the Chariots of Major Fire, of the Queen of Wands reversed and the King of Wands reversed, making an announcement, wake up or calls about a new opportunity or an invitation to tell the true Hollywood story, or the true Holywood story of true love and self-discipline at 6:02, which is the Lovers and the High Priestess, between Cancer and Aquarius, and the gold coin, Kohan or co-pilots, been keeping to yourself. The underlying energy of the Four of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Three of Cups, tempted by the Holy Grail, with the truth out about emotional affair, or a social gathering perhaps, or family affair. And then going forward after this read, the energy of the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community, dysfunction or loss. And the Ten of Cups upright, family, emotional fulfillment or happy ending. Powerless or dependent on 5D connection, getting over it, at war with the King of Swords reversed and the King of Pentacles upright, in a split, divide, or big lie and BS, taking the high ground with the Hierophant, the patriarchy, the religion, establishment, marriage, or societal norms, the controllers or controls that be, expecting others to bow down to them at 610, which is the Lovers, and a turn for the better in high vibration. The recent past is the Knight of Wands reversed, the player defending their call in downturn, or Aquarius upright and Libra reversed, walking away from deception of knowing and pretending not to. The overwork or not working out, grounding and integrating, or boredom and letting go, to fix, make amends, or knowing and keeping to oneself, hanging out, trying to see a new perspective, with the Knight of Wands and King of Wands both reversed and on the road again. Cancer upright and reversed, Capricorn upright, Aquarius upright, Libra reversed, and Taurus upright here. The foundation here is a reflection of the Hermit with the light, juggling, performing, distracting the others, keeping their balls up in the air while the worst is over, of bliss and dumping a load, with the Queen of Pentacles visiting, or the Queen of Pentacles visit, destabilizing at 619, which is the Lovers and the Sun, or exposure. The central energy here is the Great Wheel upright. Destiny is here in the center of your read, standing up for self, for keeping energy clear, fending off Klingons and past, wanting handouts, depressed or arrogance here. The challenge being the Ten of Wands and the weight of the world, and leaving the wounded warrior behind, all of those victim mentality energies. The Page of Wands reversed could be a child, or just a message of frustration with the Queen of Pentacles upright, or they're just sick and tired of the Queen of Cups lies or division, cutting to the chase regarding falling out or a negative past or childhood of injustice, and dumping emotional attachments to reap rewards, to heal and forgive, detox, codependencies, the ball and chain, the Capricorn who no longer waves or no longer is a temptation, on a quest to flirt and show off, casual sleazy sex, the King of Swords reversed and the King of Wands reversed, perhaps two idiots out on the prowl, the Klingon and the player. Men with two women are looking for a threesome, with the Knight of Cups offering love to the Queen of Swords upright, hermit who's working hard to carry the weight of the world and shed light. Or this could just be a bachelor party with sleazy sex, with the King of Cups reversed, the King of Swords reversed, and the King of Wands reversed. Right, the three kings here, with Scorpio reversed and Sag reversed, ladies perhaps. Or the King of Cups reversed could be a Scorpio, and the King of Swords could be a Gemini, and the King of Wands a Sagittarius. Could be out drinking or at a party trying to get girls. At 632, the Lovers and the Journey. So now crowning is the King of Cups reversed, hanging out trying to end the nightmare, or hung out to dry, suffering in silence, or perhaps a sister with lover in divine surrender, ascending, or a divine pickup. And these could be hungover people as well. The Page of Cups reversed, rejected, taming the beast, or vulnerable and being strong, or Taurus lover, spoiled and won't take the dog for a walk, or pacifying him again. The King of Cups reversed, dumping a load, with Libra reversed and Aquarius upright, the injustice and being judged sweetly for that injustice. The Queen of Swords with Aquarius in chart, or depressed with advisor or hermit with light, powerless, or with their dependent. Capricorn, Gemini, and Taurus, and Leo, and Virgo all upright here. Libra's reversed, but Aquarius is upright and reversed, which can be one Aquarius vacillating or two Aquarius, one upright, one reversed. So overworking or just not working out, with the King of Wands reversed in a heated exchange, with the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community, dysfunction or loss, with the Page of Wands reversed, acting up or not aroused, withholding time, money, and effort for reunion, with the Knight of Cups upright being love, or offering love to manipulate to get a one-night stand. The King of Pentacles superhero offering love to patient angel, secret passion, unable to function or being stubborn or at a loss. The Knight of Wands reversed may be there to help the Knight of Cups upright ask, like his support or his wingman, or the Page of Wands reversed saving for reunion with the King of Pentacles to change their ways. But it looks like a ploy just to block them from someone else, or before the Queen of Wands gets in the way. Soon here's the Page of Pentacles, the Divine Masculine's heart in the crystal Batcave, coming out about the injustice of falling out in the past, on a quest to the Empress reversed, or fighting with her for freedom, to release the King of Swords reversed and break up with the King of Pentacles upright, or released by the King of Swords reversed lawyer, the King of Pentacles, released from the Wounded Warrior Emperor reversed. Libra reversed versus Taurus reversed, to be free, or get Cancer reversed or King of Swords reversed out of prison with the King of Pentacles upright, right, who's a responsible man, checking out the Wounded Warrior who's without a father or without their protector. The Page of Pentacles upright, opportunity or invite, or an Earth child or Crystal child left behind or exiled. Perhaps the King of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles were father and child fighting, or the Page of Wands reversed, perhaps they were fighting with, or were staying with the Emperor reversed or grandfather because they were fighting. The twin flames seeing themselves as the Ace of Swords reversed, divided without options and over it. Third party with 5D connect, unhappy King of Cups reversed, in disconnect or at a distance, wanting to fix things with the Divine Feminine in the 5D, or Pisces reversed, or wanting to fix their own world. Passion comes up here, and you deserve love for the twins, and around them is the Ten of Cups upright. The happy family or happy ending, emotional fulfillment, playing ball with the Page of Swords, or withholding money until the Page of Swords steps it up and cuts the crap. Towering with sudden events, epiphanies, or sudden sex, grounding, integrating, boarding, and grounding and integrating, I can't say integrating. Grounding and integrating, boredom after that. The block here being, and someone might be struggling to integrate. So they might be able to ground after sudden sex, but really having a hard time integrating it. And there's boredom after that. The block being the starseed with the big download or bomb dropped. The King of Pentacles upright and the Wounded Warrior upright with the Emperor reversed. And the Emperor reversed could be the Wounded Warrior. And love, but even more so here, spirituality and pride. As the King of Cups reversed and the Queen of Wands upright, where he treats her like a pet, petting her and ogling her, sharing with the King of Pentacles, or he's settling out with them, the Queen of Swords upright, or the King of Pentacles upright, hermit, carrying the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups reversed, or carrying the Queen of Wands at work. The King of Pentacles offering passion in reunion with nothing else, perhaps offering lovingness to patience or patient angel secret passion of, or Pisces or Virgo or Aquarius reversed, stuck with the Queen of Wands upright and the King of Cups reversed. And they could be grown children as well. So at 7:06 is the Chariot and the Lovers, their pride and joy, sharing with the Queen of Wands upright and the King of Cups reversed, perhaps at work. The King of Pentacles with 2 women or 2 girls, wanting to offer love to the Queen of Swords upright, dying to propose and repeat whatever steps are needed to meet them halfway in passion, flame, sunshine, happiness, and full exposure. Perhaps they got drunk and told the truth at a party, with the Ten of Pentacles reversed and the Ten of Cups upright. And also telling the dependent to keep quiet and just get over it. So again, this could be them telling a story of how both families, one in a very negative way and one in a very supportive, loving way, both telling them, the child, the dependent, to keep quiet, or if they want their help to continue to help them, they better shut up and keep quiet and just get over it, right? No one cares about your heart. That could be one version. And then at 7:11, which is the Chariot and Justice, or the King of Pentacles, and his cutthroat lawyer will take them to court if they don't shut up. The King of Wands reversed reflecting on lies, divide, or a split, with the Ten of Cups family, with the Knight of Wands reversed, destined, and challenged by leaving the wounded warrior behind, coming out and opening his heart and crown to take a leap of faith, with conditions of a settlement with the King of Pentacles in the never-ending story of proposing to dump emotional attachments and come back downstairs, or meet them halfway to ignite a new passion or passion project, or inspire happiness with time with kids, or time off for good behavior. Ending a nightmare, stress, purging, suffering in silence, or headaches and dissatisfaction by the Knight of Cups offer of love to the Divine Feminine's heart at the E-Tower, a secret passion of the King of Wands reverse player ascending fast or fast-tracking, reflecting or hermiting on his destiny as a conditional man, or with the King of Cups reversed with alcohol issues or depression issues and challenged by leaving that wounded warrior behind, divided in a split or cutting to the chase, opening his heart to emotional fulfillment with a fresh new start, sharing or settling out with both the King of Cups reversed and the King of Pentacles upright, which would be the heads of the two families of the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So after death, or the never-ending story, with or to the indigo wanting to propose but in need of tools to do that, perhaps, or confidence to ignite a new flame with sunshine at 721, which is the Chariot and the World, or completion. So the King of Cups reversed could be his father or brother, or father-in-law, brother-in-law, where the father-in-law is the father of the Queen of Wands' daughter, or her son, the King of Cups reversed, and the daughter is the Queen of Wands upright. The King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, both reversed in the underlying energy, may have just been on a trip together, perhaps with the Knight of Wands reversed too. So those could be a couple and a child, or they could be 3 siblings, or up to 5 siblings here, or carpooling together. But the Queen of Wands reversed is getting irritated with them because they're never ready when they come to pick them up. The Queen of Wands reversed could be the wounded warrior, with the Emperor reversed and the King of Cups reversed, or there's 2 different fathers here. The King of Pentacles father could be the King of Cups with Cancer in their chart, and the wounded warrior's Emperor reversed. So all in the middle of this read is the Virgo and the Libra, which I've been talking about all week, being the center of the astrological chart, the purification and the balance. The block then of the Aries, which is there's only 3 energies in the main cards in this read, and that's Virgo, Libra, and Aries all upright. But Aries comes up in the block position. The main energies, the Divine Feminine's heart with the Knight of Cups before the read, and the Divine Feminine's heart opens during the read. The Knight of Cups offers to the Divine Feminine's heart the Queen of Swords upright with Angel of a Higher Love, or she is the Angel of a Higher Love, and the Knight of Wands reversed could be their wingman, backing them up, but perhaps a bad influence on them. The Knight of Cups upright with the Knight of Cups is upright, but the King of Cups, Knight of Wands, and King of Wands are all reversed. So there's 2 sets of boys and their fathers, or older brothers or uncles, and they don't have to be boys, but it's coming up more of that masculine energy. Or the Knight of Cups upright with the Knight of Wands reversed are the King of Cups and King of Wands reversed, taking action, or, acting like they were when they were boys together. The Queen of Pentacles could be a Virgo. The Queen of Wands could be settling out at work, with the King of Cups reversed and the King of Pentacles upright, the leaders of the families. Scorpio and Virgo energies there. The Queen of Wands could also be earthy, or have the Knight of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles kids with the King of Pentacles, or working with his and the Queen of Pentacles kids, or perhaps babysitting, or those kids may be visiting her, and she's trying to find a way out of it, or tired of picking them up when they're never ready. Perhaps the Nine of Pentacles reversed is dependent grown child as 2 families to support her, as comparison to the King of Pentacles upright, who's self-supporting with no family, with none. Okay, so that was the messages coming up here, and it's 54:41 on the clock and 2:30. So 41 is the Ace of Cups with the message of the 54, the Page of Swords, and then the 2 of the High Priestess and the 30 of the Union, but also the 23 of the King of Wands, and source energy backing them up. So let's get these out of the way so I can pull you some oracle cards. So we're going to start with the Spirit Animal deck, our Animal Spirit Guidebook. And a lot of energy coming up regarding the children. And again, don't forget, you're all God's children, the mother, the father, and the child. You were all children at one time. You're all the children. All right, so for the Twin Flames, what is our takeaway from this read? Take a deep breath. Oh, these just came out together. The cheetah and the spider, and that could be a cheater and a web of lies. Okay, so that's coming up. And I'm going to look into that again for a second. Just give me a minute, though, because these cards are kind of falling out of my hand. All right, there's then 4 that came out together. And the bear is at the bottom, and that's the hibernation, the mother bear energy, which was coming up all day today. Beneath the bear is the wolf, which yesterday came up as when the student is ready, the teacher will come, and the wolf was the student yesterday. So that could be that for the wolf, the bear is going to be the teacher, the mother bear, the mama bear, and their son, perhaps. The 4 next cards that came out here were these guys all together. And these came out yesterday, and it was kind of like a crapshoot here, right? They don't, none of them seem to go together, do they? And don't forget, what prefaced this is the cheetah and their web of lies, right? The spider. And here is the zebra, right? The zebra never changes their stripes, right? But they have a third eye open here of a masculine sort. And the turtle is saying, don't fence me in. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. The turtle saying, don't fence me in, and saying, let me go at my own pace. Go your own way. You can go your own way. That's coming up too with the turtle. And the tortoise shell came up on the instrument of the lyra, which is like the Lyrian constellation. It's also an instrument, a string instrument made out of a tortoise shell. So that's coming up, right? So the empty vessel, the instrument that we are, we're like the instrument. What resonates, keep ourselves hollow so that we can resonate. And with the heart, remember the heart is and Jen McCarty always talks about this too, the heart being the word, anyone realizes heart breaks down to ear, hear, art, and heart, right? But also having to do with music and hearing in the ear and resonance of the music, that you are an instrument. So referencing yourself as that, the turtle with the shell and the lyra, the zebra doesn't change their stripes, and then the nightingale has their song, the oyster has their pearl. They each have a different gift, okay? They each have something to offer and resonate with, right? And that's like the strand of pearls, where we each have something that's hurt us, that has grown something beautiful within us, that connects us all. That's our collective consciousness, who we really are. So the zebra, the tortoise, and the nightingale. I'm getting Gladys Knight and the Pips. So funny. I'm literally getting Gladys Knight. This is Gladys Knight and the Pips. I love that. And of course, that's Gladys right there. Gladys Knight and the Pips. The Pips. Pips. Pip stop. Penelope Pit stop. I don't know why Penelope Pit stop is coming up. Is there somebody Penelope out there who's in the news right now? I don't know. I'm getting Penelope Cruz, and Tom Cruise is coming up, And again, L. Ron Hubbard was coming up, so that could be a connection between that. So it's showing you too, like the thread that threads us all together. There's always different things that thread different people together. And it's like the 6 of separation as well is coming up here. The 6th degree of separation, and 6 is the lovers and love, family, and community. There's always a connection through there. And you can keep going with it. You know, it's like the domino effect. But the first 2 came out was the cheetah and the spider. So I have to read these to you. And you notice there's a lot of lower chakra energy here, but the spider web has all of the energy there. Right? Maybe the cheetah got caught in their own web. All right, so the cheetah is fire, of course. And the cheetah is solar force, action, achievement, and masculine energy. The cheetah is the epitome of the solar forces at work. The sun doesn't shine onto the cheetah, it shines from inside this great creature and expands outward to brighten the universe. The energy within the cheetah personality, or referencing the masculine, is palpable to others, right? So they're your grounding force because they are the lower chakra system of the sun, right? The yellow, red, and orange. The energy within the cheetah personality is palpable to others, and they naturally attract an audience to bear witness to their remarkable achievements. Purpose and passion are the best fuel for a cheetah's forward momentum. So if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the why before you start running. And again, they're runners. When the cheetah is in balance, they can achieve anything. They have boundless energy. But when they're out of balance, they're impatient and very competitive. So for them to come back into balance, they need to reconnect to a purpose. So they need a real purpose. So for the masculine, they get grounded when they have purpose, which is why they always are looking for an answer, for an end point, as opposed to the journey of joy of their purpose, right? Their purpose is their heart, not their end point. So it's just like doing that little switch of the shift. And then the spider comes up as the feminine earth, the spider. The spider is the creator of prosperity through life's work and dharma. The spider is an ingenious creator. Its greatest gift, and as we're talking about everyone with their gifts, is weaving the thread of the pearls of dharma into a vast, intricate web that supports the spider and those around it, both financially and spiritually. Right? The spider is the one that connects us all. The grid. It is hard work, but the spider neither tires nor becomes impatient. This card reminds us that creativity is everywhere. Be process-oriented rather than results-oriented, which was what I just said regarding the cheetah. So again, the message is for the masculine to switch. Their shift has to do with, instead of looking for a goal, being more process-oriented regarding following your heart. That's your purpose, your destiny. What is close to your heart? That's your purpose, not the end point. So the card reminds us that creativity is everywhere. Be process-oriented rather than results-oriented, and soon your work, quote-unquote, becomes like the weaving of a magical, priceless tapestry, and abundance then follows. That's really beautiful, and it definitely, the pieces all came together with the thread and the meaning of the cards. So what I told you on the cheetah, then you see came out in the reading of the spider. It all meshes together, including Gladys Knight and the Pips, and the Pit Stop, and Penelope, and Tom Cruise, and L. Ron Hubbard. Okay, you see how that connection is coming up. Whether you see it in a positive light or a negative light, it doesn't really matter because we're all connected. We're all from the same source, right? We're all part of the same quilt. And now we have to look at the journey of love. What does the journey of love have to say about all that? And actually, don't forget, at the bottom of the deck is the Mother Bear at the bottom of it all, which definitely was in my message this morning. If you haven't listened to that, you might want to. It's important. Okay, the journey of love. All right, the journey of love. What is our message from the journey of love in our closing statement here? I don't know why the closing statement's coming in, but someone might be finished with a court case. gifts received, nature, and there's the orbs, being able to see them amidst the nature. The 13 of the transition, the death card, transitioning to the other side without dying. The gifts received are in nature. They're all natural. They've never not been natural. And then we have the Shakti coming up next with that. Shakti is the woman, the female fire, the sun in the feminine. I'm just getting the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit as well, or the Holy Ghost, because there's ghosting going on in this read. But again, this is the transition to the sun, transition to the other side, the sun, but in the feminine energy, right? This is the fire of the feminine. And again, the sun was just coming up as the lower chakra system. And this is coming up as the feminine lower chakra system, the feminine's inner warrior, and that was confirmation. The feminine's confirmation. The bottom of the deck here is the coming together. Come together right now over me. So we have the coming together, and this is within the heart as well, right? The heart pumping. Hit the presses. That's Gonzo or Fozzie Bear, whoever says it in the Muppets, but that's coming out here. Come together with the 66 of the Queen of Pentacles. Hit the presses. The news is coming out of coming together. And the swan, the Paramahamsa, has been coming up as the twins all week. And that's the energy from my meditation in the harmonic egg video, if you want to watch that as well. The 67 of the Knight of Pentacles, which are the loyal, humble servants of the twins, the Paramahamsa, intertwined together, coming together within the heart and the necks entwined together, which is the Kundalini, right, of the Kundalini coming up to the crown. So besides the gifts of the divine Shakti, the feminine warrior energy, and nature, which is the green of the heart, these two coming out together, the gifts of the feminine, and notice it's red and green, so instead of Christmas, it's Emas in July. And then we have the 39 of the Knight of Cups, let the feminine lead the way. And there's the Kundalini snake again wrapped around her arm. And that would be her left arm, the divine feminine side. Let the feminine lead the way and be in being love. And then the 15 of the mother praise, the praying mantis, who might bite your head off, the mother. But also it's in the higher energies of the higher chakra system. This is that more prayer-oriented energy. And then we have the cosmic butterfly. And again, this is very feminine oriented of the breast and the butterfly of transformation from the lower chakra energies. But don't forget, there's also Christ light here in the center into the interweavings of all of the colors of the human body in the vessels. That all the colors are there. We have the, because remember, we have the blue and the red when you see the veins and the organs and the veins and the arteries, you notice they're blue and red, right? Because the blue is, summarizes the upper chakra system, and the red summarizes the lower chakra system. And then we have the purple, of course, at the top. And this is very much, I'm getting caramel here. I'm getting, I'm tasting it almost. Is it caramel or what else? I don't know if it's toffee or caramel. There's something I'm tasting. I'm not sure if that's what I'm getting. But toffee or caramel, the sweets for the sweet, let the feminine lead the way and be love, right? Because it's easier for her to be that, be what comes naturally to you. The mother is better at praying or biting your head off, perhaps, with the devil, 15, right? So the lower chakra system is coming up in this card because of the 15, the number. But the colors are coming up as the upper chakra system of the mother who actually prays and meditates. The praying mantis, the mantis beings, well, maybe they bit your head off because it was a blessing in disguise. Your mother doesn't always show their love in a kind, loving way. We've all been yelled at before. But the mother prays for a reason. Maybe that's her talent. And then the cosmic butterfly and this is coming up regarding the transformation of mother and child, of breastfeeding and birthing a child. And the beautiful energy of the human body that goes into that energy, the cosmic butterfly, the 36 of the wounded warrior, or excuse me, the Atlas, the weight of the world upon their shoulders. And again, the message from the beginning in the code line was that the feminine is worth her weight in gold, which is why the divine masculine has to carry the weight of the world. So you can't get better than that. So I have to, and don't forget, it's Christmas in July. That's the feminine's Christmas. And then we have the message here from Gifts Received, which is the first card out today. Gifts Received. Relax. It's okay to accept what's coming your way now. Gentle your soul. Steady your heart. Even the most precious treasure can be received by you. And why not? Are you not built of the same stuff as that treasure, beloved? It's all love after all. Energy, love, source, it's all the same. That is all there is. Enjoy, accept, rest in the knowledge that you are being invited into a sanctuary of abundance. Peaceful rest and replenishment now. It's just time. This oracle holds a message for you. The universe is trying to get something to you. More abundance, more love, an answer to a prayer. Sometimes the healing comes in unexpected packages. Sometimes we try so hard to find the answer, exerting so much effort to receive, that we make things harder for ourselves, because that's putting up a block. Resistance and acceptance are needed here, right? Not resistance, but resistance and attachment are those blocks, and acceptance and allowance are what's needed. So everything is working out just fine. So relax, have some fun, be at peace, and there's a nice surprise coming your way. And the poem simply states here, the wind blows softly through grass and my open heart. Love, unexpected, as it was just 11133, which is the Christ vibration. Take a deep breath. Rise and be love, guys.